Hello students, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Study Restfully. Today we will solve the questions of poetry section of AHSEC HS second year Alternative English question paper 2025. Before starting with the poetry section, let me make it clear that this section carries a total of 30 marks. So dear students, let's start with the first question. First question of poetry section, that is serial number 7. Answer any 5 of the following questions in full sentences. Each question carries 1 mark, so a total of 5 marks. A. Name the poet of Ozymandias of Egypt. Answer. The name of the poet of Ozymandias of Egypt was the greatest romantic poet Percy Shelley. Next, B. Who is the speaker in Strange Meeting? Answer. The speaker in Strange Meeting is a soldier who died during First World War. C. What does the speaker discover in the underworld? Answer. The speaker found the ghost of an enemy soldier in the underworld whom he had killed in the battle. D. What do you understand by the words sweet music of speech? Answer. The sweet music of speech is the pleasant, melodious and harmonious quality of spoken words that highlights the beauty and emotional power of human communication. E. What led the scorpion to crawl beneath the sack of rice? Answer. 10 hours of continuous rain forced the scorpion under the sack of rice. The scorpion was looking for a dry, safe place to shelter from the storm. The sack of rice was his only support to protect himself from the rain outside. Next, F. What will purify the flesh and soul of the mother? Answer. The villagers believe the poison from the scorpion bite will purify the flesh and soul of the mother. Z. We paused before a house that seemed a dash of the ground. Fill in the gap. Answer. Swelling. H. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey, I hear it in the deep heart score named a poem. Answer. The Lake Isle of Innisfree. Question number 8. Answer briefly any 5 of the questions given below. There are 2 marks for each question. That means a total of 10 marks for 5 questions. A. Why does the poet wish to stay at Innisfree? Answer. The poet longs to live in Innisfree, away from the hustle and bustle of urban life, to find peace, solitude and solace in the beauty of nature. He longs for a simple, harmonious life away from the stresses of modern urban life. He wanted to live in a place that was connected to nature, which could suit his tired soul. B. What is the role of superstition in the poem Night of the Scorpion? Answer. The Night of the Scorpion depicts the villager superstition about scorpion stings, a stark contrast to the further scientific outlook. Villagers believe that these stings are caused by some evil force, which is why they perform rituals, pray and take measures to neutralize the evil. Superstition inspires community action, reflects deeply rooted cultural beliefs, provides emotional solace and also highlights the tension between traditional faith and modernity. C. What are the poetic devices often used by Wilfred Owen in his poem? Answer. Wilfred Owen often uses imagery to depict the horror of war, simile and metaphor to convey meaning, and alliteration and assonance to enhance the poem's sounds and mood. He also uses pararhyme to depict the themes of war and failure. B. What is the significance of the setting sun in the poem? Answer. In the poem, because I could not stop for death, the setting sun symbolizes the end of life and a transition to death. It serves as a traditional, recognizable image of mortality, representing the decline of the speaker's earthly existence and the arrival of the afterlife. The setting of the sun parallels the waning of the day, creating a quiet and inevitable atmosphere as the speaker embarks on her final journey with death. Next, E. Whose greatness is actually glorified in the poem Ozymandias of Egypt? Answer. In Percy Shelley's poem Ozymandias of Egypt, the true glorified greatness belongs to the sculptor whose art outlasts the fleeting power of King Ozymandias, whose arrogant and haughty reign has now turned to dust and ruin. Next, F. What does the poet mean by Titanic Wars? Answer. Titanic Wars refers to a large-scale destructive wars like World War I that caused great suffering and massive casualties and created devastating afterlife of death and burial. Next, G. How does Selkirk reflect upon the flight of the mind? Answer. The incredible speed of flight of mind allows Selkirk to instantly reach his homeland in thought, but this speed also brings painful memories of his physical separation and loss. This deepens his despair despite the escape it offers. His mind's ability to transcend time and space through memory and imagination serves as a powerful yet tormenting companion. 8. What led to the formation of the giant scorpion shadows on the walls of the speaker's hut? Answer. The villagers, using candles and lanterns, were searching for the real scorpion that had stung the speaker's mother. The light from the flames cast distorted shadows on the walls resembling giant scorpions. This gave the impression of evil lurking in the house even after the real scorpion had fled. Next, question number 9. Answer any two of the following questions. Each question carries 3 marks, making the total 6 marks. A. What does wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command signify? Answer. In Percy Bysshe Shelley's poem Ozymandias, the wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command signify the arrogance, disdain, and autocratic nature of the ancient ruler Ozymandias. The wrinkled lip indicates a contemptuous expression, while the cold command reflects his impersonal and harsh ruling style. It depicts a king who was extremely arrogant and lacked empathy for his subjects. B. Comment on the significance of the title of the poem Because I Could Not Stop for Death. Answer. The title Because I Could Not Stop for Death is significant because it depicts death as a courteous gentleman who patiently waits for the speaker and highlights the inevitability and unpredictability of death. C. What message did Selkirk want to convey to his friends? Answer. Selkirk wanted to convey a message of longing for human contact and to know if his friends still thought of him. He appealed to the wind to convey his thoughts and questions to his friends, for after years of isolation, he was desperately missing human society, friendship, and love. 9D. Describe the condition of the statue that the traveler come across in the desert. Answer. The statue of Ozymandias is a broken, ruinous monument in a vast empty desert with 2 massive terraceless stone legs standing upright and nearby a broken stone face half buried in the sand. Next, number 10. Answer any one of the following questions. This question carries 5 marks. Dear students, here you have to choose only one question out of the 3. A. Explain with reference to the context. I perished, but my hands were loth and cold. Let us sleep now. Answer. Strange Meeting is a poem by Wilfred Owen in which the speaker, a soldier who has died in battle, meets the ghost of an enemy soldier he has killed. This poem takes place in a dreamlike subterranean setting that represents hell. Both soldiers share their stories expressing grief and lament over the senseless waste of life and the potential caused by war. This meeting highlights their shared humanity and futility of conflict and serves as a powerful anti-war sentiment. This meeting is about a profound, raw, and powerful understanding of the horrors of war, which could have enriched the world through art and shared human experience, but which war itself destroyed. Next option, that is 10B, does the poem The Lake Isle of Innisfree celebrate the theme of escapism? Explain. Answer. Yes, the poem The Lake Isle of Innisfree celebrates escapism. It reflects a longing for a simple, peaceful life in nature, away from the noise and strain of city life. The poem does this by creating an idyllic image of a secluded, quiet place where the speaker can find solace, connect with nature, and achieve inner peace through imagination and contemplation, even if physical escape is not immediately possible. The poem uses vivid imagery of simple, rustic living, a small cabin, pin rows, and honeybees to portray a retreat from the pavement's grey of modern life into a state of peace and solitude found in nature. Next, see what does the poem Night of Scorpion say about a mother? Answer. The poem Night of the Scorpion depicts the mother as the embodiment of boundless, selfless love and devotion who puts the safety of her children above her own suffering. Despite the pain caused by the scorpion's sting, she is grateful that her children survived, reflecting the willingness of a typical Indian mother to endure any hardship for the well-being of her family. A mother embodies resilience and a protective instinct, even resorting to the superstitions of others to mitigate potential suffering for her children. Next, number 11. Give answers to the following. A. Write the meaning of the words given below. Each word carries half mark and total is 2. Words are 1. Solitude, 2. Affliction, 3. Sullen, 4. Citadels. The meanings of the 4 words are respectively 1. Loneliness, 2. State of pain, 3. Unhappy or resentful, 4. Force. B. Give antonyms of the following words. Total mark 1. Answer. Antonym or opposite of haste is slowness and desolate is inhabited. C. Give synonyms of the following words. Total mark is 1 for 2 words. Answer. Synonym of leisure is free time and despise is hate. So dear students, these were the solved questions of the poetry section. Please subscribe to the channel for new videos. Thank you.